everybody, it's Amy again at Consortium Private Wealth. I thought I'd do a very quick video this week on the HECS-HELP debt. If you are a student in Australia, you may have heard of the HECS-HELP debt. It is what a large majority of Australian students use to fund the course that they are wanting to study. The HECS-HELP debt is an Australian government loan that allows you to fully fund a course if it is undertaken at a Commonwealth supported place. Now, there is a list online of all of the available CSPs, Commonwealth supported places, and they are a large majority of popular universities and higher education providers that you may know. So definitely check that out if you are considering studying further after high school. It is important to note that the HECS-HELP loan is only applied for the cost of the individual units within the course that you wish to study, and it doesn't include things like laptops, accommodation, or the associated university fees such as the amenities. But there is another government loan that will cover those amenities if you need it, which I'll cover off in a future video. If you are wanting to listen to that one, make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll definitely get it covered. It is also important to note that you need to apply directly for the cost of the course to be applied to your HECS-HELP loan. Generally, you go through the application each semester when you add the units that you wish to complete in that semester. Just make sure you've ticked that you would like to put it on your HECS-HELP debt, and then if it's ticked by the census date, which is a few weeks generally into the unit itself, then it will be covered by the government. And as always with Australian government loans, there are a few eligibility requirements, mainly that you are an Australian resident, that you are taking your study at the Commonwealth supported place, that your study is in a majority duration in Australia. There is another government loan that will fund your overseas study costs, and I'll cover that off in a separate video. And there is definitely a limit to how much you can borrow. At the moment, that is sitting at about $113,000. If you want to do any further study above that limit, you will need to fund that yourself, so keep that in mind. There are a couple of courses which will allow you to take out a higher loan, but those are very specific and science related, so more so aimed at your doctors who are having a really long period of study in their life. You will also be required to start making repayments to this loan once you earn above approximately $48,000, which is quite lenient. You can have, you can be at uni working and have a part-time job, and as soon as you start earning over that $48,000 threshold, that is when you will see that there are some deductions to your income, and that is automatic repayments to your HECS-HELP debt. You can check up on the status of your HELP and HECS debt at any time on your MyGov account. You just click onto the ATO portal and it will show you any loans that you have outstanding. Historically, the interest rate applied to the HECS-HELP debt has been really low, and it is indexed each 1st of June in line with inflation and the consumer price index. As I said, historically this has been really low, but since the pandemic and interest rate rises have been going up, last year was the highest increase that there has ever been, at just over that 6% mark. So that's something to keep in mind, that the indexation on the loan isn't as low as it has been in the past, but it is generally a very conservative loan to have. Otherwise, that's all from me this week, everybody. Thank you for listening. Bye.